fuck around and have an accidental Drew's computer corner even before the show starts.
You have a little technical issues there, Drew?
I don't know, man. I had for reasons we'll get into later in the show, I had to disconnect everything in my office.
Oh no.
And I'm still finding little you forgot to change your USB settings because when I booted up this time, I detected them in a different order. Stuff like that.
Okay.
That's kind of what that's related to. And it couldn't find my camera. How are you?
I've been like sick all week, which has not been fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
I'm getting
what kind of sick?
I don't know, man. Like it started like on Friday with just that general like tickle in my throat kind of thing and some runny nose. And I was really worried because like my wife and daughter were leaving Saturday to go to Orlando to go to Disney and stuff. So like put a mask on while they're home. Like, I don't want to get you sick. I'll just stay away. And then, they left Saturday afternoon and I was just absolutely miserable. And even now, I'm less full of mucus than I was.
Okay.
But like, dude, like walking up the stairs just fucking it drains me.
Think
like,
it was COVID or
it may be, yeah. But it didn't kill me this time, so
yeah. Not today, COVID.
Yeah. It was not fun, but yeah.
Yeah, all these rapid temperature changes we've been having has played hell with my migraines. I legitimately think the changes in temperature and pressure are a trigger of my migraines because we've had like this cyclical up and down pretty. Yeah. And that one Sunday where those severe storms rolled through, as they were happening, I could feel my head. You know what I mean? Like I could feel it. So I think I'm a little sensitive to those kind of things. But I'm glad you're feeling better. So no family this week then.
Well, they're back.
They're back. Okay. No problems with travel.
They left. Well, I mean, it was okay. I mean, they're on charter buses, and I guess like they hit some traffic, and they went down this really steep hill, and like all the charter buses bottomed out, and one of them like the door got really bent, and they were like, I don't know whether we can drive this or not. So there was a little bit of drama there, and that was on the way home, which is like the worst time.
Oh, so hold on a second.
Yeah.
So they went. This was spring break, right?
Yes, yeah. So I was sick like last Friday, and they left last Saturday. Yeah.
So wait a minute, and they didn't fly.
No, they chartered buses. So they left Saturday afternoon. They went directly to Epcot Sunday, and then after that they went to their hotels, and then Monday Magic Kingdom with the parade, Tuesday Hollywood Studios, Wednesday Universal Studios, get back on the bus. They got back Thursday night.
Wow. Okay. On a bus.
Charter buses.
To Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good 15 hours, 16 hours?
16 hours. Yeah, without stops. And they stopped frequently. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those toilets, those turlets on those buses, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do a little bit of traveling too. In fact, I've got like so much travel the next couple weeks. Yeah, my travel experiences with just, gestures at everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the TSA situation and yeah.
Fortunately, the times that I've had to go to Columbus to fly, it has not been bad. And then the airports I traveled to were smaller airports, so they were not as bad. But I had coworkers that had to fly through larger airports, and they said that it was something. Yeah. I mean, not to mention the cost of tickets. Like, I was originally supposed to book this trip before we just decided to pick a fight with Iran, and I think the ticket on Southwest was like $300 some, and then the weekend came. Then I went to book it again, and it was like $800.
Oof. Oof.
So,
Yeah.
but that's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
This week was my wife's spring break. So
Okay.
we actually didn't go anywhere except we did stay in a hotel Monday night.
Hmm.
And that was out of necessity, not out of want.
Okay. Does this have to do with the first topic?
Yeah.
Okay.
All 7 regular listeners of this podcast will know that I had a lot of stress and a lot of strife around my heating and cooling in my home.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a list of stuff that I want to fix. And the first one of those was it was time to get my crawl spaces spray foamed. So that was going to be number one, rip out all the old fiberglass insulation. And they were going to come in. And what they do is they take closed cell foam and they spray the rim joist, which is kind of like you have your concrete or your block that your house sits on, and then there's wood that sits on top of that. That's the rim joist, and then like your floor joist connect to that, and then your house is sort of built on top of that. So they were going to rip out all the old fiberglass insulation and spray foam insulation. Now, over the course of the past couple months, I had a lot of people come out and give me quotes. There was only one company that I contacted that said, you can be here while we do it. Every other company was like, no,
No.
no, unless you have, forced air or a scuba mask. No, you
Oh
can't
wow.
be in
Yeah.
the house while this is happening. And I was like, what if I bought a respirator? And the one guy looked at me and he's like, legally, I can't tell you to do that, but your wife and you and your dog shouldn't be here, even if you have a respirator for your dog. And I'm like, fair. So
Okay.
the only time we were going to be able to do this is if we scheduled over my wife's spring break, which I felt bad about, but I didn't want to wait till the summer. I wanted to get
Yeah.
on the calendar. So, long story short, that was scheduled for the previous Monday. So, I spent all last weekend moving things out of my basement, moving things out of my crawl spaces so that they had access to all the exterior walls of the unfinished part of my basement and were able to get into my crawl spaces. Now, I am a man of culture. I have 3 crawl spaces, more
Ooh.
like 2 and a quarter.
Two
But
and a quarter. Okay.
there's one over here in my office, there's one in the unfinished part of my basement, and there's like this little weird diagonal part of my house. You've seen it. It's got those windows and we have like a chair there that Vito likes to jump on. Uh so those were all the places that needed replaced. So I went to Lowe's and I bought a bunch of tape. I bought a bunch of plastic sheeting and I moved as much as I can out of the basement, but there were some things I couldn't move. And I didn't want like my 3D printer to get oversprayed. I didn't want my expensive
Yeah.
networking gear to get oversprayed. And I wasn't going to disconnect it all. So I was just like, okay, we're going to push all this as far back as we can. And then I just draped plastic sheeting, like I like hung
Over
it
it.
from my ceiling. So it was like a curtain almost.
Yeah.
So that was over the weekend. So they showed up Monday, and the first guys that showed up, like their whole job was rip out all the old insulation. So we were kind of there for that. And then the real guys showed up with the truck, and it's kind of interesting because they have to like heat up the material. So like they pull the truck up, they pull the trailer up, they fire up these like big portable generators that like warm up the material. And it's like a two-part thing. Like they heat up like the base and then they heat up the adhesive. And then when they go to spray it, it sort of goes into this like catalytic chamber, I think they called it. I don't know. Not a chemist. Where it mixes and then it travels
Okay.
down the hose pressurized and they spray it. And when
Magic.
yeah,
Yeah.
magic, science, chemistry, whatever. How does that even work? I just work with computers. So when I saw them start to put on like the hazmat suits, I'm like, yeah, we're probably don't want to be here.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, strangely enough, this wasn't my first go around with spray foam insulation. In fact, at our old house, we had it done. And I was home for that. Uh, uh, whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, that
Yeah.
was a while ago. I'm not dead yet. I mean, maybe it took years
Mm,
off my life. I don't know. But
yeah.
those guys were like a fly by night type thing. They weren't the lowest bidder, but kind of low. And I still find pieces of spray foam on my carts and on some of my board games and, like, stuff like that.
Oh.
They did a horrible job, right? If I had
Yeah.
known, I would have, like, taped and masked everything off like I did this time, and when I had these people come in and give me quotes, I was like, "Hey, just so you know, I want someone that's gonna take time to make sure that stuff is masked off. I don't want a bunch of overspray on my walls. I don't want overspray on any shit in my basement." And the company I ended up going with, which was Blue Sky Roofing and Insulation, free plug for them because they were great, extremely reasonable, extremely personable. Small world. Actually, my wife taught the guys' kids.
Oh,
That
okay.
didn't translate to a discount. I was a little disappointed, but but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you know what? I was like, small world. And they came in and they hung tarps, they hung everything, and that plus what I did, they did a really good job. Um, and then so we leave,
Mhm.
we go to the hotel, we check in. We have Vito with us. So this is like partly we're gonna go get out of the house, but we're also gonna see how Vito does in a hotel.
Okay,
First of all,
yeah.
Vito did great. Like, he was really good at the hotel. He slept good. You know, he didn't like cause me to have any kind of cleaning fees for the hotel. We got to walk him all around. Actually stayed in downtown Dublin. He was like the perfect little guy, and we took him around. We took him to like a patio to have dinner. He did great. Like, no
Mhm.
complaints there.
Good, good, good.
But while I was at the hotel, I'm trying to work and I get a call from the guys that are working, and they're like, "Hey, can you move your truck out of the driveway? Because in order to get your last crawl space, we need to pull as close as we can to your house." Because when they originally came in, they actually parked on the street and snaked the tube through my basement window.
Okay.
But in order to reach my very, very last crawl space, they had to come in through the garage. I was
Okay.
like, "No
Tube wasn't
problem."
long enough.
I was
Yeah.
like, "No problem." Yeah, tube wasn't long enough. Something I'm not wholly unfamiliar with. Like, I get it. So I left the hotel, and as I was pulling up to my house, I'm like, I left my truck keys in the hotel. I don't want to drive back. I have a spare set of keys in the house. So the guy's in the driveway, and I say, I need to go in the house and get my keys. And he's like, "Do you want me to get them?" And I said, "I would, but I don't know where they are." I had
That
let me be fair. I had a
okay,
pretty good
okay,
idea where they are.
okay,
I had a
okay.
pretty good idea, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I was like, "You guys don't have like an extra mask?" And he's like, "You can use mine, but like I've been in it all day." And I'm like, "Pass." I was like, "What if I just hold my breath?" And he looked at his watch and he goes, "Just be quick." So I like did a
Mm,
big and then I ran in my house and I went to
mhm,
where I thought the keys were and I'm like rifling through drawers. I eventually find it and then I
mhm,
got run out. But I could definitely smell the fumes when I was in there.
mhm.
But I didn't like
Yeah.
have any symptoms or anything, so I was fine. So then I moved the truck and then like I just left the key in the garage and I was like, if you need to move it again, like here's the key. Just leave it there when you're done. They took care of locking up and everything, and I left the basement window open with a screen. I left their patio door open all night. And when we got back the next day, we were supposed to stay out for 24 hours, but I think we ended up being out for like 22 because like we got to a
Okay.
point where like we're running out of stuff to do. I have important phone calls for work. Let's just go home. And
Yeah,
like there was a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit of a smell, but in a couple hours after again having the doors and the
Mm,
windows open, like it was fine. They did a really good job. I'm really pleased with the work that they did. I'm hoping that this makes a difference. Now, like I said, this is sort of phase one. Phase two is I have a Finnish carpenter, Finnish as in like finished woodwork, not like he's from Finland, where they're going to
yeah.
come and they're going to take the trim off the windows, spray foam those, seal those up a little bit better, baseboard replaced. I'll get like a whole bunch of other shit done in the house. So long story short, really good experience. But that was like the big excitement for me this week.
Wow. Hmm.
So you haven't done anything, huh? You just been kind of hanging out.
Yeah, yeah. I've watched a comical amount of television. So, yeah.
Anything new or just Buffy or
No, I mean, like, catching up on, like, new seasons of shows I've been watching, like, I caught up on Shrinking, If you haven't watched Shrinking on Apple TV, it's a fucking fantastic show.
Give me
Uh,
the elevator pitch on that one.
oh, it's got Harrison Ford in it, and he's amazing. Uh,
Huh.
it's a show about feelings. All the main
Huh.
characters are therapists in some way, shape, or form. It's an extremely good. It's just good. It's a great show. For All Mankind, Invincible, the new season of that. I caught up on all the episodes of that. I don't know whether you're familiar with Invincible.
I've seen clips of it. I've never watched the show.
Yeah, it's you know, it's kind of like The Boys. Like it's a satire of superheroes and stuff. It's just absolutely extreme. It's extremely violent, and graphic and gory, but still kind of funny and silly at the same time. It's good. I think this is the last season. Uh, but
What is that
yeah,
on? Is that Amazon?
yeah, Prime.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't watched The Boys.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I just have not
The boy,
watched. I have not watched a lot of TV.
yeah, The Boys is okay. I mean, I've watched I'll watch the last season when it comes out here shortly. And yeah. Oh, and second season of Daredevil Born Again. There's first 3 episodes of that is out. So
I think you tried to convince me to watch that before, right? What is that
yeah,
on?
because it's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's Marvel. Yeah. So they kind of like took all of the original Netflix Marvel shows and kind of said, yeah, they're canon enough. And then they did like another uh go at Daredevil. And the guy who plays Charlie Cox plays Matt Murdock is really good. It's a good show. It's a good show.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Did you go
Yeah,
see
but
Project Hail Mary?
yes, I did.
Yeah, good, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you saw it too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but
Yeah,
I read the book. I've read the book. I haven't
okay.
seen the movie yet.
I 3D printed the little figure he prints of the human Mark, or whatever, or Grace right there. It's right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
you should go see the movie. It's really good. Yeah,
I
yeah,
am very seriously tempted to take my wife to theater. I think she would like it.
mhm,
I don't know if she would
yeah,
enjoy The Martian, but she would enjoy Project Hail Mary, I
yeah.
think.
My wife, who did not read the book, enjoyed the movie as well. So,
Okay.
uh, yeah, and my daughter
That
will.
was like when you crashed her and
Hmm.
Arabelle's, yeah.
Hmm. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
no,
yep.
you and Arabelle crashed her
Crashed
book
her
club.
book club.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
How did
Yes,
that
yes.
go?
Because it was fine, it was like we told her that we were going to be there, and we just happened, like, we went out. I told Arabelle, like, hey, you want to go out to dinner beforehand? And she's like, yeah, and let her pick, and she picked Olive Garden, because she likes Olive Garden. It's I would personally never choose Olive Garden, but it's fine. It's good. It's good. As long as
You know
you like,
who
yeah,
loves Olive Garden?
friend of the show, Robert.
Friend of the show, Robert's a big Olive Garden guy.
Hmm.
I don't know if I could ever go back to Olive Garden. I really don't. There's just so many better restaurants. I'm not gonna yuck
Yes.
anybody's yum. Not gonna yuck anybody's yum.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I said I will personally never pick Olive Garden, but when she wants to go, it's like,
You're a
yeah,
good dad.
okay, yeah,
You're a
yeah,
good dad.
yeah. You get the chicken parm, it's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I get fed through my algorithm, like Italian exchange students going to Olive Garden.
I can imagine. I
Yeah.
can imagine. It's just
Yeah.
like this is awful. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay, moving on.
Hmm.
I have been playing a lot of my stupid flight simulator games.
Oh, I did not. Okay, this is going in a direction I did not
Yeah.
expect.
So
Okay, okay.
in the
Uh,
show notes,
in your new VR headset.
yeah, my new VR headset,
Okay,
which by the
okay.
way, phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's great. The only thing I don't like about the VR headset, and I don't know if I ever brought this up before, when you're using the VR headset, everything looks super crisp. Looks great. Like I'm able to see things. Every panel is readable. The text on every instrument is readable without having to like tilt my head in.
Mhm.
That was the thing I had to do with the Quest 2, I think I had. So I had the Quest 2, and it had pretty good resolution, but if I was like sitting back and just sitting in my chair and I wanted to read like an engine temperature or oil pressure or something, I could see the needle, but I couldn't see the numbers. So I'd have to do one of these. This, I just look down and it's like, oh, numbers. Incredible. The only thing I don't like about it though is that I would like to stream it for people. Unfortunately, the way the foveated rendering and everything work, it's
They get the
very
blurriness.
blurry
Yeah.
at full screen resolution in OBS. In my headset, it looks amazing.
Mhm.
But whatever they're doing to preserve computational GPU, whatever, it's blurry. It's like unwatchable. I tried to stream it. Somebody joined. It was like, "Yeah, you're using a Pimax, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "That's not going to work for streaming." So best I can do is like record my sessions and then play them back, like through like the in-game. They call it like a pre-recorded track. Anyway, so Paul, we are big fans of comfortable office chairs, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
I love my office chair. You love
Same.
your office chair.
Mhm.
I don't think that necessarily I would go buy a quote unquote gaming chair,
No, no, I don't yeah, I'm not a fan of them. But
except let me see. Let's see if you can see this, right? So, like in my
okay.
desk right now, this is my current
Mhm,
setup. Can you see that?
mhm.
So
Yep, yep.
essentially, there's one of these
Mhm.
on the other side too. But essentially, what this is my flight stick base. So like, here's the base. This is an interchangeable, uh, basically flight stick. Okay,
Mhm,
all the different
mhm.
buttons and everything, which I know second nature for the aircraft I fly. Which don't fucking at me. But
Nerd.
but
Mm,
notice, by
mm,
the way, I'm fair.
mhm.
Like I'm like 99% confident that if I was able to sneak onto an airbase, I could steal an F-16. Like 100%, 100%, I could start and fly an F-16. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
notice how it's mounted to my desk. So
Yeah.
this,
That's some serious clampage.
yeah, it's essentially a clamp with these metal rails that are
Mhm.
adjustable, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to see this on the YouTube channel or on TikTok or
Mhm.
whatever. But I have this adjusted so that this lever sort of like locks to the width
Okay.
of my desk.
Mhm.
And this is how I set up the play. I just take these up, I
Yeah.
plug them in, I lock it in place, and I've got pretty good clearance between my armrest here and this. And again, there's
Yeah.
one on the other side. Okay, that works. It works. However, it's not the most optimal position for stuff because my chair is very upright and oh, come on, camera. Okay. It's supposed to do auto tracking. It's not. I don't know. Fucking AI. Uh, it's not the most optimal position. And I have researched other ways of doing this. And I'm at the point in my life where it might be time to invest in a sim rig. So
Oh, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I am. I have. I do not know. I have to imagine those are a little bit more expensive than your typical chair. I've seen lots of the algorithm likes to show me people playing racing games in very expensive
which
rigs,
which by the way, at a
which
time, I just want to call out you were going to invest in a steering wheel and pedals and stuff, right?
which I did.
Which you did.
Yeah.
I just put a link in the notes.
Okay. Okay. I'm going. Oh, hold on. If I can mouse correctly. Oh, or it says military edition. Okay, hold on. It's loading. It's loading. Flights. Okay. Okay, that's actually less than what I thought it was going to be.
This I think is a happy medium. I'm not building a
Yeah.
full pit and like
Yeah.
putting controls all around me and touch screens and things like that. So why don't you tell
Yeah.
everybody what
Yeah.
this is?
This is from what is it? Next
Next level
Level Racing.
racing.
Okay, okay. That's where I got my cockpit is from Next Level as well.
Mhm.
This is the Flight Simulator Boeing Military Edition. It looks like it does it fold up for storage? Does that like
No,
foot air? No, it doesn't. Okay.
no,
Because
which is
because
why I
like the
haven't bought it yet
yeah,
because I don't know
because
where I would keep it.
yeah. It's very it's nice looking. It's got lots of places. It's got a place, put your feet. It's got lots of places to mount. It's got straps so you can strap in and
Just
feel
fucking strap in, baby. Strap up.
strap in.
Yep. So let me talk you through why
It looks
this is
very
important.
nice.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a couple things about this setup that are very, very appealing to me, other than the fact that it is a comfortable seat. Because this office chair, when you're like constantly doing this and whipping yourself around, the fact that my chair also moves throws me off a little bit, right? So this is a
Oh,
stationary
yeah.
chair.
Yeah.
And if you click on that first picture and get the zoomed in view, the thing that I really want to draw your attention to here are all the surfaces that support mounting something,
Yeah, looks
right?
like there's quite a few. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the ones that are important to me are the one, not the one in the middle of the chair.
Okay.
The ones that are important to me are the ones to the left and the right of the chair because that's how
Okay.
I fly. I have one hand on my left, one hand on my right. I could do one hand middle, one hand left for like an F-14 setup, but I primarily fly the FA-18, the F-16, and the F-4. So I like having the controls to my left and my right. The other thing that's nice about this is there's also a keyboard tray.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
As
Yeah.
m as much as I've taken the time to do all my controls and everything hands on stick, I do still have to interact with the keyboard to, like, change views, do radio stuff, and, like, a couple other things that I just do not have buttons for. The other thing that's important is the tray that is sort of in front of the seat on the floor
Mhm. Yeah.
for rudder pedals.
But yes, yeah, there's a picture where they actually have rudder pedals in there. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I actually have a really nice set of aluminum rudder pedals. I think the one that they have in the picture, let me how do I close what I'm looking at? I think the one that they have is one that like kind of comes off the floor and is more of like what you would actually find in aircraft. Those are cool. I don't need to go buy those. I just want one that like I can like basically screw this into so it doesn't move. And then finally, the other one that gets me excited is there's kind of like a tray right in like that kind of is in the middle of the seat and comes up. One of the things that I found when you're flying these different aircraft in DCS is one of the things you spend a lot of time interacting with in VR is a lot of aircraft have what looks like a telephone number pad right in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you when you need to like adjust your waypoints or do stuff with GPS or update system settings on the aircraft, you're using that. They make replica panels of those that I could mount to that and it would be
Okay.
right in the position that I need it to be so that even if I have my headset on, I could kind of reach out and touch it and it would be like right where it would need to be.
Mhm.
So I've looked around and next level racing again like you said I know that you were looking at them. They make really good stuff. I am very seriously considering picking one of these up. The problem I have and it wasn't clear to me until I actually went to Micro Center and looked at it. If you were able to put wheels on this thing so I could wheel it in and out of my
Uh,
office, no brainer. But I have space that I could put this in. I just don't want it there all the time.
yeah, yeah.
So that's the thing I struggle with a little bit is I want to find something that's a little more mobile. And I think that they do. Like I think if you look at Next Level Racing's website, they actually do make some that have wheels, I thought. Am I crazy? So like if I go to
I don't
products and I go
know.
to flight cockpits, yeah, the Boeing Seat Pro Military Edition. It doesn't have the thing in front for the rudder pedals, but it's on wheels.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so like I don't know why the other one couldn't be. It's literally the same thing without I don't think maybe it doesn't have a keyboard tray either.
Yeah, it's definitely got less stuff.
It
Yeah.
has the main things I want, and I think you can buy some of that stuff separately. I think
I don't know.
cockpits, accessories, monitor stands, add-ons. Yeah, there's a bunch of add-ons. Seat brackets, combat flight pack. Like there's lockable caster wheels. So like they do sell caster wheels. I'd have to buy if I'm looking at that, I think I need to buy what, 6 or 8? for that one. Yeah, the Flight Simulator Military Edition. I would need 6 caster wheels for that one. So, anyway, that's something I'm thinking about doing. I haven't done it yet, but I think that's the next thing I need to do to take this to the next level. I really do. And
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
enjoy flying in it. And I've started to play on multiplayer servers now, which is interesting
Mm.
because I mean the AI in the game is pretty good, but actually flying against human pilots has been kind of fun.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
okay.
the next thing we're gonna do, I think. Do you still do your racing stuff?
I haven't done it for a while, but when after I bought it, like, I was got really into it, so, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah,
Got it.
it's
Very
fun,
have you
it's
been play
fun.
have you been playing any games recently? But you've been sick, but
I mean, uh, Diablo 4, I played enough of that this season, and, I started replaying Control, so
oh, getting ready.
mhm.
When does that come out again?
They haven't announced the date yet. It's supposed to be this year. Apparently, they're everyone is thinking, like, August, because they're doing some, like, they're doing some, like, show and tell at some upcoming gaming convention in May, and everyone's like, they're not stupid enough to go up against GTA 6 later. So,
Well, I mean that got pushed back again, right?
did it really?
I thought it did.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Real quick, while we're sort of talking about games,
Mhm.
I picked up the latest Dying Light game on the Steam sale. Did you play any of those?
Uh-uh.
Um, this is technically, I think, the third game in the series. It's called Dying Light: The Beast. The first Dying Light game was phenomenal. It featured like really good parkour, good combat, like really meaty combat, like bashing zombies till parts of them fall off type stuff, all in first person. Very meaty, very gritty. Great game. Love that game. Dying Light 2 came out. I was really hyped for it. But 16 hours in, you're still doing the tutorial. I'm like, this ain't it. Yeah.
Oh,
It just they
that's
just
too
keep
much.
throwing
Yeah.
mechanics at you. It was open world and it was just like there's too much, just too much. So I don't think I have more than 16 or 17 hours in Dying Light 2. It's just a shame. But Dying Light: The Beast returns to the original protagonist of the first game. Um it's real good. Real fucking good. When it came out, I didn't buy it because I was a little burnt by Dying Light
Yeah.
2. But I picked this up on the sale, and it very, very much is like the first game. Um, I don't know if I mean, they make it for all the consoles and stuff too. If you're looking for kind of a fun game that's kind of fun, this one's open world too, but done much, much better. You should give it a shot.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Last of my topics for the night. Well, I want to talk about coffee.
I'm here. I'm here. What what's wrong, Drew? What do you need?
So, when we last talked about my coffee experience, I think I might have mentioned that I am pretty much over that super automatic machine that I bought.
Okay. Okay.
I ended up getting rid of it.
Oh, got rid of it completely. Okay. Okay.
It was starting to break down too much. It was a nightmare to keep clean. I ran it through a couple cleaning cycles. It didn't help. I'm like, as a piece of industrial design, that machine was beautiful. It looked great in my kitchen. As an actual functional coffee maker that I wanted to use every day, no, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Now, are you still thinking about like some sort of automatic maker? Because I would have a recommendation.
No, for reasons I'll get into
Okay.
in a minute.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So after I was done with that, I was in Target one day with my wife shopping. There was a sale on an espresso machine. I'm like, fuck it. Like it,
Okay. Okay.
it's better than a Keurig, but only just.
Okay.
I was like, I need coffee and I don't want to think about it. Let's just
Is it
do
like
that.
Nespresso?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The little pods.
The little
Okay.
pods, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Virtu pod.
Mm-hmm.
They make a couple different
Mm-hmm.
pods now. It's the
Yeah.
Virtu pod. And I had that for the past 6-8 months. It's fine. It's fine. I will say that it's expensive. I'm destroying the planet. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like not quite filter coffee, not quite espresso. It's kind of somewhere in between.
somewhere in
Yeah.
between. Makes a good cup of
Mhm.
coffee. And I don't buy the super expensive ones. I mean, they're all not very cheap, but I just get the regular Starbucks, Pike's Place ones. Like, that's all I want. I just want a warm cup of brown liquid that makes me not sleepy.
Okay.
That is my requirement for a cup of coffee on a weekday
Okay.
morning.
Okay. You and I have very different requirements for our coffee, but that's okay. Yep.
I get it.
Mhm.
A well brewed cup of coffee is a thing of beauty. I am not disputing that. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy that, but when I only have 30 minutes between a call and I need a cup of coffee, I just want a fucking cup of coffee. Like, I don't want to fuck around. If I
Uh,
had the time in the morning to do that, and really the only time I have during the week to do something like that is the weekend.
yeah. See, I love like it only takes me about 10 minutes from start to finish, but like
I'm sure you have a
the
much better
the
workflow than me.
the ritual of it is just it's so good. I'm not I don't want to brag, but my V60 game is getting pretty fucking good.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
know what? I'm happy for
Mhm.
you. I
Mhm.
maybe just I'm not as good at it. Maybe I need more reps at it. It is what it is.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was getting by on the Nespresso for a while. And then the algorithm ad gods served me something.
Okay.
So one thing that I do like is I like, let me see if I can find it. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. One thing that I like, and I got very into this during the pandemic, was a good pour over. Like
Yeah.
Chemex,
Yeah.
filter, water, grounds. Pretty hard to
That's
fuck
my
up, hard to get
that's my
right, hard to get right,
yes, hard to get right.
but also hard to
I
fuck
said
up.
I've been practicing my V60 stuff, which is like the stereotypical canonical brewer. Yeah, yeah. I do love. Okay, let me see
Yep.
what we got here.
So I got served this ad.
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay.
yeah. It's a flat. By the looks of it, it's a flatbed. Let me see more pictures. Yeah, I have brewers very similar to this.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the La Crusette pour over coffee cone.
It's
And
very
what it
pretty.
is,
Yeah,
it is a
yeah.
very nice La Crusette.
Hmm.
Um, it essentially looks like a mug it holds a filter. It's got holes in the
Hmm.
bottom. Put the grounds in, put your number 2 filter in there, hot water into a mug. Perfect. If
Yeah.
you want one cup of coffee, this is great,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was
That's
so
not too unsimilar to what I use every day.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
it's $30. It is very
yeah.
well made. They make it in a few different colors. I got blue.
Is it ceramic or
Uh,
plastic?
it is, it's stoneware, actually.
Oh, stoneware. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just curious because I mean, I don't not to get too, but generally, if you talk to a lot of coffee people, they say plastic is better because simply because of the heat retention. The 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 more fancy stuff, while it looks better, it actually sucks a lot. It's like you really have to focus on preheating it first and keeping it like boiling hot until right before you put your grounds in and start cooking. Otherwise, it just pulls a lot of heat, especially during the bloom, which really impacts the flavor of the thing. So most people say just use plastic.
Interesting. Not
Hmm.
glass, not stoneware.
Plastic.
Hmm. Okay.
Plastic
I learned
because
something there.
it's very easy to heat up, and then once it's hot, it holds its heat.
Yeah. So I bought this. I bought a couple mugs, and my workflow for the past few months has been uh, my
Okay,
my wife
are
has
you
come from
buying
it. Go ahead.
pre-brown coffee?
I've done both.
Okay, okay.
I've done both. I My wife did buy me a really nice coffee grinder, again, back from the
Okay.
Chemex
Ooh,
days. I
what did you?
have
Okay,
a
okay. That's
Breville.
right. I've seen it.
Yep,
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
that Breville
yeah.
grinder. I've done both. Um, Again, different palates, different strokes, different folks. I'm not above buying pre-ground stuff or buying a bag of beans and having somebody grind it.
Okay.
Because the coffee place down the street from me, the Boston Stoker, they do both. Like, you can buy pre-ground, you can also buy beans, and you taught me, like, look for something 2 weeks after the roast date. right?
Mhm.
Because it's all
Mhm.
the carbon dioxide. See, I
Mhm.
know
Mhm.
stuff. I know stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
I pay
Yeah.
attention.
Buy beans that have a roasted on date, not a best by date,
Right.
because those are lies.
Yep.
Mhm. Damn
Yep.
lies.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I'll have them grind it, and then I'll try to
Okay.
go through it as quick as I can. So I do both,
Yeah.
and I have bought like pre-ground store coffee too, just in a hurry, just whatever. Okay. So I was doing this as my primary workflow,
Okay.
and this is good if I want 1 cup of coffee because
Yeah.
I have to boil the water again. I have
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
do all the stuff, and again, if I'm pressed
Yeah.
for time, that can be difficult.
Yeah.
So my workflow then became I would do this when I first got up. My wife has a really nice electric kettle that she uses for her tea, so that's how I would heat the water up. It gets it well above boiling. I would do this, and then when I would have time, I would run upstairs and hit the button on my Nespresso for my second cup of coffee.
Okay.
My Nespresso machine's kind of gross. I've cleaned it a few times. It's time to move on.
Okay.
So I made another purchase this week.
Okay.
I would like to introduce you to my new drip coffee maker.
Okay. Oddly enough, this was exactly what I was gonna recommend to you was the
Okay,
Aiden. Yeah.
okay, all
Mhm.
right. So
Mhm.
this is the Aiden
Mhm.
Precision Coffee
Mhm.
Maker.
Mhm.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
It reminds me a lot of my super automatic because you can do profiles for your different coffee, or if you're just like a regular person who likes coffee, grounds plus water tank, instant brew,
Mhm.
walk away.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
brews
Yeah.
3, 4, 8, 10 cups of coffee. This is also good for when I'm hosting people. I again, the ad gods served this up to me one day on Instagram, and I wasn't able to find one. They were sold out a lot of places. Apparently, it's very popular.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Fellow makes good stuff generally.
yeah,
Like, I have a Fellow grinder and kettle. Yeah. I thought about buying their scale, but it's comically expensive.
yeah. I did not make the same mistake I made with my super automatic. I did not get white. I got black. Um,
Smart.
yep.
Though that those brown colors do look pretty nice too, but
Here's the thing, though.
the malted chocolate, but I would
The
get that. Yeah,
sesame
it
looks
matches well.
good. The woodland is pretty cool too, but I just went with classic black. Target sells it. So I was able to snag one at
Oh,
Target just out of the blue at the Hilliard Target. They had one left. Uh, yeah, they sell the black ones. I think they might also sell the white ones. Those 3 other new colors apparently you can only get through Fellow, I
hello.
think.
Yeah.
I've used this for a couple days now. It's super great. The other thing that's kind of cool about it is if you scroll down on that page, you'll notice that there's 2 different baskets that it comes with.
Yeah. Mhm.
So if you're making 1 to 3 cups of coffee, you use the same filter like a number 2, and if you wanna brew, like, a massive amount, you can use the regular whatever those filters are. Um, the carafe is gorgeous. It's just stainless steel with a nice, like, lid that comes
Oh,
off.
yeah. Yeah, like, all their stuff is made out of that material. It's all really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the because it has app control, right? So, like, you can set up your profiles, you can set up timers, you can set up that whole thing. I haven't gone super deep in that yet because I've just been doing regular drip coffee. I don't have any beans right now that I wanna take the time to set up a profile for, but I'll get there. I just haven't done that yet. But so far, pretty good. Pretty good coffee maker so
Yeah.
far, and much, much easier to keep clean, honestly.
Mm. Now, I would recommend now, there's nothing wrong with your Breville grinder, but getting it yourself
A
in
fellow
fact, if
grinder?
you like, the Fellow Ode, you get yourself a flat burr grinder, you're gonna get a much more especially if you're doing pour overs, even automatic pour overs, you're gonna get the enemy of pour overs is, fines. So if you're like the most important thing is consistent grind size, that every piece of your ground coffee is the same size.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you start getting channeling, and channeling leads to under extraction, or actually over and under extraction. It's really gross. But yeah, I have the original Fellow Ode. Now, granted, the grinder is literally as much as your coffee maker. It's another $400 to get the. It's
Yeah.
even more if you want to get the upgraded burrs, which I wouldn't do for you, because that's another $200 for the upgraded burrs. But
So if I'm
it,
looking at it, it's the Opus
mhm.
Brew Grinder Gen 2. And is it the Gen 2 burrs or the
Actually, I was looking at the Ode.
Okay, so they have the
Yeah,
Ode Grinder Gen 2.
yeah. No, the Opus would be a good upgrade as well. It's just the Opus is canonical burrs, which is probably what you have today in that Breville. Where generally speaking, flat burrs are more give you a more consistent grind,
So
which is what the
I'm on the
Opus.
page, right? So it's the
Mm-hmm,
Ode Brew Grinder Gen 2, and then they have the
mm-hmm.
Gen 2 brew burrs and the upgraded
Yeah,
SSP
don't,
MP.
don't upgrade the burrs.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you're sick like me. Uh, I have actually I bought for the original Ode. I actually bought upgraded burrs
I remember.
and put them on there. Yeah, I would just get the. I mean, the Ode. I mean, again, it's another $400,
Wow.
but it is, and what it'll look exactly like your coffee maker. It's the exact same material and color.
I
It's
do like
really
that.
nice. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now the
Mhm.
little container that it goes in, is it vacuum sealed?
Uh no. So this is a single dose grinder. It is not meant to store coffee. You weigh the coffee out that you want, you grind it. There's a little bit of catch cup. You do it in there, and then it does not keep beans inside. It's
Does
a
it
single
does it have a
dose.
scale
Yeah,
built in?
it does not.
God damn it. Okay.
Just buy a cheap kitchen scale that
I
does a
have a
tenth of a
kitchen
gram.
scale. I just don't want to
You'll
go
be fine.
hunt for that every time. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. I don't want to have to like Avengers assemble 8 things to make a cup of coffee.
What's what? See, I have a spot in one of my cabinets that's all of my coffee shit, and the stuff that I'm currently using is always in the front. Now, granted, I do have to take a couple trips because I gotta get the beans, and I gotta get my scale, and I gotta get my brewer and my filter and my little thing to spritz water on the beans.
I'm
It's given me
gonna
by the fellow.
I gotta come watch you. I gotta come learn from you.
Okay.
I need to be like your intern.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, you
Yeah.
were saying
So
spritz
I
with
would
water?
recommend if you do go with the Ode, I would recommend getting a little spritz bottle and spraying one or two sprays of water on your beans before you grind them.
Why?
It reduces static electricity significantly.
Can't I just use the same stuff you use for your records?
Well, it's because, like, when you get in there, it's grinding them, it produces lots of heat. And like I'm sure you've had stuff where you just get like coffee, like you do a grind and you just have like little bits of coffee everywhere you have to clean up.
Paul,
The water spritz
Paul,
gets rid of that completely.
I
Mhm.
have never taken a sip of my coffee and gotten a static discharge.
No, it's not about the coffee, it's about cleanup.
Okay.
So if you with the burr grinders, as it's grinding, it'll generate lots of static electricity, which means as it's coming through the chute, it'll kind of just go "Wah!" and go everywhere and make a big old mess. The spraying the water
I need you to
reduces.
isolate the noise you just made because I want that for my text notification. Just put that at the end of the
Oh,
show. When you're putting the show together this week, put that at the very end so I can record it.
okay, all right. I can make a clip for you and just send you the MP3.
Yeah, I want that.
Noise.
I want that for my
can do
text
that.
notification.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I learned
Yeah.
so much from you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. But I mean, still, like if you're buying beans that you like, you have good water, you're fine. You're gonna make a great cup of coffee. If you want to start getting batshit crazy like me, uh, then we can start talking about like,
how
well,
do
what
you
kind of
know I have
what
good
kind of.
water?
I've had your water before.
Out of my
I've drank in a
fridge?
glass. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had a
filtered.
cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So use
Yeah.
filtered water.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Are you just, like, drinking out
Yeah.
of my sink? Who drinks out of the
No,
sink?"
no, no. You've
Okay,
given me a cup before with water in it, which I imagine came from somewhere.
came from the
Wasn't a
fridge.
bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
all
fine.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, 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 yeah. If you're using filtered water, you're fine.
okay,
Like, as long as it's not too hard, you know,
okay.
because I don't think Dublin's is that bad, even like city water.
Well,
But
we've got Delaware County water here.
okay. Yeah,
Delco.
yeah.
Well,
But
actually, I think we have a mishmash. I get a bill from the city of Columbus for my water, but I'm pretty sure our water's provided by Delaware. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
who knows? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Water towers
But
everywhere. Okay, that's all I have to talk about. You didn't have any topics
yeah.
this week.
No, I haven't done much. I've just been sick. So
Yeah, the next couple weeks are going to be rough for me too.
okay,
Spoiler
no
alert,
problem.
but
Yeah, it's all right.
all right, well then we can
Mm.
just wrap it
Yeah,
here. I learned so much from
yeah,
you. I learned so much
yeah.
from your coffee wisdom. How's your app?
It's going okay. I haven't really done a whole lot with it. I've been the well, obviously I've been sick, and then I've been lots of other things going on just in general. So hopefully things are calm back down. Though work is getting bonkers, and so who knows? Who
Same.
knows? Free time is at a premium
Yeah.
sometimes. So
All right. What kind
and
of
sometimes
salad?
like when you get free time, you're just like, I just want to sit and I want to play some video games and not think about anything and relax and not do more work.
Buddy, I'll tell
So
you,
yeah.
I've had a couple days this week where I didn't even want to do that. I just want to sit on my couch. I went to bed
Mhm.
a couple nights this week at like 7:30 because I was done. I was just
Done. Yeah.
completely done. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Plus the hockey season, so much on the hockey games. Uh Anywho, I'm gonna get us out of here. Doingtheirbest.com. You can find all the show notes, transcripts for new episodes, YouTube videos, and hey, thanks for listening.